Alright guys, BLM here, back with another live stream. We are continuing on with Horizon Forbidden West. It feels like a lot's happened since the last time we streamed, but like, I don't know, really not that much. I mean, really it's just Big Brother in terms of actual shows that are currently running, but I've edited a lot of videos. I've watched a lot of Amazing Race Australia. But yeah. Just more of the same. So yeah, on Horizon, just wait for people to show up. But yeah, again, really just been working a lot on videos the last few days. To be honest, an insane amount considering I worked, 3 of the last 4 days, yet somehow I've actually gotten 4 videos edited in the last 4 days. Oh fuck, it actually like puts you, okay, I didn't realize it put you that far forward, okay. But yeah, so, got a lot of shit done. Yeah, tomorrow's Survivor SA, which really excited for, but also like it's intimidating. It's a lot of show, but still, yeah, I am still really excited for it. I mean, like, to be fair, it's probably the show I'm the most excited for in the like foreseeable future. I mean, like, to be fair, I'm probably more excited for Survivor 43. Than I thought I would be at this point. Like, after, like, doing the cast reaction and all that, like, I'm actually kind of excited for the season in terms of, like, if we can get 41, 42, but without the, like, really terrible twists, and, like, still the same quality of cast, like, I'm actually pretty excited for 43 as well, but I think definitely SA is the show that I'm more interested in as a whole. I'm trying to get the Platinum in Hitman 3, how's that? Is the Platinum hard? I haven't looked at it. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's literally right there.
Door's locked.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched. Yeah, I didn't watch this episode's. Tonight's Big Brother episode. There we go. But I mean, I'll watch it probably tomorrow. Obviously, I know what's going on in terms of feeds. To a degree, again, like I know today. I mean, I know, like, didn't Jasmine make like a new alliance or something that I saw? There's like a new majority alliance now that doesn't include any of the big guys. So that's interesting. But outside that, again, like, yeah, I at least know it's like I'm caught up until the veto, veto competition. Fuck off. But yeah, actually, it's weird. Yeah, last time I streamed was literally right after the rumors that Paloma quit came out. So it is funny that yeah, that actually happens. Is Michael using the veto? Last I saw, no, but and that could have changed like today.
What was this room for?
But I believe the plan is still to keep them the same, but then still vote out Pooch. Which they should have the numbers for, though it does seem like some of the guys are not like happy with it. It's particularly like Monty and Kyle.
Some device from the other room. Maybe I can use the energy cell here.
Oh yeah, I need to go up there, right? That's what it is. I see how Jasmine got injured. Yeah, I saw it during the competition. I don't know if they went more in depth on it in the show, but like she just tripped off the platform after she won, right? Which is like kind of weird. Last time I streamed, Jasmine had 2 functioning ankles. Yeah, that is a thing. How big is the injury? I haven't paid attention to that. Like, is it like something like, is it gonna be like a Christmas style injury where she's gonna have it the entire season, or is it gonna like be good by the next like week or so? Like, I know she has a scooter and everything, so that's something. There we go. Thoughts on Confetti Gate? I don't care. Like, I think that's really the main thing. Like, who, like, really, to me, like, really just for competitions as a whole, like, I really don't care how fair they are necessarily. Like, to me, it's just like, just hand it out randomly. Like, I really just don't give a shit. So again, like yeah, the controversy over like did Jasmine touch the ground or whatever. It's like, to me, it doesn't matter. But still, obviously, people that that care about like results and everything in the game obviously are going to be upset by it.
A little you, a little me, to deliver our message of doom, real personalized.
Yeah, I will say with Taylor now, at least there are things we can like. Again, with week 1, I think there was like tough to find like a thing that Taylor necessarily did wrong. At least we're at the point now where like if Taylor does go home soon, at least there are things to point out. Mind you, again, obviously it's still like all perpetuated by like people not liking her to begin with. But like at least now like she like tried to target Monty and told people that were working with Monty that she wants to take out Monty. At least that's something. At least there's something wrong she did at this point. To where if she goes home, at least that's like a factor in there. Not ceremony was funny because Jasmine rode around her scooter and dropped the keys in the box. Yeah. I forgot, like, how did Christmas do it? I don't even remember. Yeah, I don't care enough to listen to all that. I think Pooch is doing? He's going home, right? I mean, he's an idiot. Like, he nominated himself. He asked to be nominated, under the assumption that it was going to be part of this, like, big, plot to take out Taylor, and then... Wait, was that not what I was supposed to do? Oh, wait, no, that's just to pick this up. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I mean, this is, like, up there, like, all-time dumbest moves. For him to nominate himself in a position where, like, they weren't thinking about nominating him, but, like, once he's on the block, they're like, well, I guess we should just take the shot, right? Yeah, it's pretty idiotic. Yeah, I'm assuming Pooch is going to be at the bottom of the player ranking right now. We'll see. I mean, like, the thing is, like, as much as, like, his, like, targeting of Taylor is icky, it's, like, also, like, it was effective. Like, he technically is the one that got Taylor on the block, last week. So, that's something, but I think Paloma's gonna be above him. Though, to be fair, Paloma would have gone home anyway. Like, that's the kind of the funny thing about all this, is that Paloma Paloma obviously quits. But if she didn't quit, she would have gone home anyway. But she would have gone home through a situation where she got screwed over by Twist. So it's like, yeah. I mean, like, I think I would have Pooch above Paloma still. But yeah, it is funny that Paloma probably would have gone home even if she didn't quit. He's more than likely she would have lost the competition to Taylor. By the way, what a train wreck that episode was. The Sunday night, or the Thursday night episode. It was hilarious. Like the fact that they wasted, 25 minutes at the end of the episode on the fucking HOH comp, or, like, the qualification for the HOH comp, which was obviously going to be the comp that they were going to use for the actual, for the, what was it called? Backstage Twist. But they just didn't want it to go to waste or whatever, so they created this BS at the last second. Thoughts on Indy as a character? I mean, we haven't seen... I didn't watch this episode from tonight. But, like, on the show, we haven't seen much from Indy. I mean, like, on the feed, she's, like, kind of interesting in the sense that she's, like... She doesn't take any BS, essentially. Like, she's, like, willing to call out people. Like, when they were, like, bullying Taylor and, like, all that sort of stuff. And, what she, like, openly talks about, what she doesn't like Pooch and, like, that sort of stuff. So it's, like, at least there's that. But, like, again, like, on the show so far, we haven't really seen that much from her.
What's in here?
I mean, Taylor's still, like, as of right now, like, Pooch is at the bottom of the power ranking, but then, like, Taylor's right above him. Like, she's still very low. And a lot of that comes from the fact that she doesn't really have an alliance at this point.
Like this is connected to
and, like, she's on the block still. That's obviously a thing. But, like, yeah, she has no real alliances. Even though she's, like, surviving and, like, people want to take her or like there's chances that she makes it further. And even Michael said the other day that his ideal Final Four is Taylor, Brittany, Indy, which is like very good for Taylor, considering Michael's in a very strong position. Where's the code? There we go. 7482. But like she's not really in a, and also I don't like the fact that she I already forgot the number. Was it 8? No, I don't think that was it. But either way, yeah, like she doesn't want to win HOH for some reason. I think that's really bad. I think in her position she should be wanting to win HOH. 482. I think that's why I got mixed up. So I'm not loving what Taylor is doing at this point. To where again, like I'm at the point now where like I feel like if Taylor goes home, it's like there's enough justification to where like okay, she actually played pretty like mediocrely at this point. Or like if she went home week 1, it's like, which I mean she almost did. Like it would have been like underwhelming in the sense that I don't think she played that poorly to go home. But now she's at the point where like again she's targeting Monty to Monty's or telling like Monty's allies that she's going to target Monty. She still like isn't able to get into any alliances despite people wanting to work with her. Like I think there's like things to call out at this point. Yeah, I believe Taylor's the only person not in a formal alliance. Terrence is like barely in one. So I mean that's also a thing, but yeah, like Taylor's definitely the least connected. Okay, I was about to say what the fuck. Taylor's definitely the least connected of the cast so far. I think Michael's higher. Michael for me is number 1 on the power ranking. And it's not even really close anymore. Before it was like him or Kyle. They were very, very close. Like I had... Okay, cool. I had Kyle number 1, I believe, at the end of week 1. Or at least midway through week 1 I had him number 1. I don't remember if I changed it to 2. But either way, right now, like, Michael's solidly number 1. Like, Michael is the best position player in the house. It's not really close. Now, how long does that last? We'll have to see. Especially because, like, again, yeah, winning the second veto, I mean, he's definitely setting himself up to be this DX style figure there. You can just do this, right?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's not what the game wants you to do. But whatever. Alright, here we go. Let's go see those aliens that aren't aliens. I really love the fucking Varsina twist in this one. Oh yeah, Terrence is definitely safer. But I do think Terrence probably has like less win equity. Where if we're like solely doing this on win equity, I think Terrence is like near the bottom. Or like I think Taylor's probably a few spots above him.
That console. It's damp in here too.
Indy's very low on the power ranking too. I mean, like was very low at the end of week 1. Right now, I'm not entirely sure because she is in this like new alliance, right? That Jasmine made, so maybe a little bit higher. But we have Nicole number 1 right now. I think Nicole definitely went up since the last time I did a power ranking. But I feel like the way she's approaching everything is still like a bit too.
At least I've got power.
I don't know if aggressive is the right term, but like. It seems like she's like unwilling to back down. Like she's like not flexible. I think that's probably the best way to say it. To where I don't know if that's going to work for her long term. But she is pretty well positioned right now. Yeah, Mira's pretty high too. The issue I have with Mira is the fact that she's being targeted by some of the guys. That's the only issue for Amira, but like if it wasn't for that, Amira would be number 1, but or at least like be right there with Michael. But because that she's like a bit of a step below.
80-312 vessel corroded. Data lost.
The water, it looks like it destroyed them. Data lost. All of them. You don't suppose.
Okay.
Gaia too?
Do you think Jasmine's a lock for endgame due to her injury? I mean, I think Jasmine's likely to make endgame anyway.
Detach the cable from the arms coupling.
Injury probably helps though, you would think. Probably don't want to target her because of what's the point? But like, I don't see Jasmine winning. Like, I just don't know how she gets to the end of the spot where she has the respect to win. But you never know. Pooch or Brent Champagne? I mean, like, it's pretty similar, right? Like, they both made like one like goodish move, where you had Brent convincing Frenchie to take him off or to like not put him on the block. You have Pooch who convinced Daniel to put up Taylor. So again, they both did something, but they're both also have disastrous like final weeks or whatever. I would probably say I think Pooch is probably the better player, but Pooch probably made the worst move. Where like I would probably have more faith in Pooch if he were to play again, but like again, like the nominate himself and everything, it's just kind of idiotic. I think Jasmine would be a go. I think she could be a go. But there's like a lot of people that I think could be goats at this point. But yeah, like unless she like wins like comp after comp after comp, then yeah, I think she probably will. I think she'll struggle to win against like some of like the Amiras of the world, and which I assume is who she's actually loyal to right now, is Amira. Right, and like who else is there? I mean, maybe Alyssa. No, I mean, like if she continues to win competitions, then like who knows? We think we'll win AFP. I mean, like if Taylor makes it far, it definitely could be Taylor. If she's booted like next couple rounds, then no. But if she makes it to even to like jury, maybe a couple rounds after jury, she can definitely win. Outside of her, then probably Michael. And if it's not Michael, then who else after that? I mean, really, it'll come down to how the game plays out. Well, I think if like Brittany makes it far and is like an underdog, Brittany could win.
Still think I can't save the world.
I mean, yeah, I think it will come down to like who's an underdog and that sort of thing. I think Alyssa's playing pretty well. I actually am kind of impressed by Alyssa. Where I think Alyssa is essentially what I thought Paloma was going to be. But, yeah, like, I don't know where she is, like, long term, but yeah, I'm kind of, I think she's, like, playing decently well at this point. How many survivor scenes have been spoiled on? Are we talking about, like, at the time of airing, or, like, because, like, obviously, like, I was spoiled on, like, all of the ones that I watched when I started getting back. Like, when I went back and rewatched, or watched all seasons for the first time, I was spoiled on, like, everything up until that point. But, yeah, from Philippines on, I mean, like, so when I got back in the show, so Philippines, I was spoiled. Caramoan, I was spoiled. Blood vs. Water, I was spoiled. Then 28 wasn't spoiled, 29 wasn't spoiled, 30 wasn't spoiled. Well, 30 wasn't officially spoiled, but like Jeff Probst is an idiot, so it was spoiled. But if it wasn't for Jeff Probst, then not there. Cambodia, I was spoiled. I don't think were there spoilers for Ko Wrong. Like Ko Wrong, I was like a Michelle truther, so like I like was pretty confident Michelle was going to win, but I don't think there were spoilers. Gen X had no spoilers. By the way, I forgot the count. So 25, 26, 27. Okay, kind of 30, 31, 34, I was spoiled. 35, I wasn't. Yeah, because there's no spoilers for 35. 36, kind of. Like, 36 is, borderline. Where it's like, I think by the end of it, like, I think we knew that Dom and Wendell made Final 2 and were, like, gonna get into a tie, but we didn't know exactly who was gonna win. So, like, kind of not for 36. 37 was not spoiled. 38. Not, I mean, again, it wasn't really spoiled, but I was, like, in the spoiler, like, I was following spoilers, is probably the way to say it. 39, same, and then that was the last one. But then yeah, I got spoiled on 40 anyway. But yeah, 39 is like the last season that I've like followed spoilers during the season. But still got spoiled on 40. So, Haley got COVID.
Do we have?
I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't be opposed to her not being on this season. Obviously, it sucks for her to get COVID, but like, I feel like it's kind of out of place for Haley to be on Heroes vs. Villains anyway. So I'm not that opposed to her not being on. I really still find the cast weird. Like, I really feel like it needs some balancing, balancing like fixes or whatever in terms of. Again, weird to have like David on there too. I get spawned 40. I'm pretty sure it was Twitter, right?
Well, any idea what the hell a clone of Elizabeth?
Like someone posting comments in Twitter.
Maybe Gaia made one when it destroyed itself. A Hail Mary to repair the system.
Don't like
Is the Premier's tribe bad physically? I think it's definitely weaker than the
But
the post-merge. Like, I'm assuming the post-merge tribe's gonna either like steamroll the competitions or like just decide to throw them to take out their own members, which I don't think is out of the realm possibility. Like, I would not be surprised if Chappies is the first boot of the season. I hope not, but it's definitely in the cards. Which is, like, insane. I mean, he is coming to this with the biggest target on his back, but still, like, for this big, like, muscly guy, like, the guy that's, like, tied for the record of most immunity challenge wins, right? For this guy to be, like, a very likely first boot. No, I mean, the thing is, like, listening to all the interviews, like, Shane and Marion are going hard for Chappies off the bat. And a lot of people want to work with Dante. Dante's not going home anytime soon, I don't think. Like, the way that, again, I talked about this before, the way I see the tribes breaking down, let's pause this real quick. The way I see the tribes breaking down, so Shane and Marion are going to be together, obviously. They are already, like, pretty much locked in with working with Dante and Meryl. Like, that's a foursome that I think is going to, like, come together right away. On the other side of things, you have Chappies. And PK has, again, a bit of tension with Marion, but also, like, wants to work Chappies. So I think Chappies and PK are going to be together. Through PK comes Tony, you would assume. And then Steffi could be in the middle. And then, yeah, after that, it's more so, like, people in the middle. You got, like, Steffi who can be in the middle, but I think probably leans towards Chappies. You have Tajin, I think, probably leans towards working with Tony, but you never really know. Who's the other? There's two other people, right? Or one, Palessa, which I don't know where Palessa's going. But, like, Shane, like, the thing is, like, Chappie's side of things, like, even if they have the numbers, which they might, I don't think he wants to go for Shane and Marion right away. But I think Shane and Marion are 100% coming for Chappies. Like, they are, like Shane is, like, very anti-Chappies in his interview, to the point where, like, I think if they are somehow able to get the numbers, Chappies is the first boot. The question is, like, again, are they going to get the numbers? We'll see. Again, I think it's going to be a fight for, like, those middle people and Tajin and Palessa, maybe Steffi, but it's going to be, like, the first time they go to Tribal is going to be really insane. Yeah, again, now I actually know how to say Tajin's name, by the way. Because I've always said Tajan, and, like, to me, I still look at, like, he looks like a Tajan. But, yeah, obviously now I know how you actually pronounce his name. Because I haven't watched the actual season in forever. Oh, I forgot, you can't hurt him. What am I doing? I'm just being an idiot.
Bring the whole processor down. I gotta use that console to.
Will it be between 5 lab returnees? I think if it does, it'll be in the like captain style season.
Break the console, holding the thing.
Like, I don't think they'll do all returnees, but they definitely could do like Tiffany, DX, someone from 24 if they like them. I feel like 24 like just feels like a cast that's gonna be forgotten about. Like I don't know who from like maybe Taylor, but like who the fuck are they bringing back from 24 down the road? And like obviously it's like so early on, but still like it just doesn't feel like a cast that like pops out at all. Arkham game ranking, to be honest, I don't really know. Like Night and City are 1 and 2. I don't know the order anymore. But like as of right now, I would probably actually say Night. But that's because like I've played Night more recently, and then also I was just kind of annoyed last time I played City. But then probably Asylum, and I've actually never played Origins. Now I think about it. I've only watched the Let's Play. So I've never played Origins for myself. Yeah, BBAU review will be on Wednesday, which is like over a week after the season ended, but who the fuck cares? By the way, Survivor 43 and 44 video kind of bombed, but again, like I don't really care that much, but I do find it funny that it's doing literally half of what my Survivor 41 video did last year. That was not it. Wait, what am I shooting at? Oh, it's this, right?
Looks like there's 2 more couplings from the stem.
Quit fooling around.
Well, you gotta have Terrence back for BB 25. Yeah, they've never. Have they ever had a? I mean, I guess Boogie counts, right? But like, have they ever had like a stereotypical old guy as returning on a non-All-Star season? God damn it!
Oh yeah!
There we go.
If that thing comes down, it's only.
I mean, like, Night is the game that, like, last time I played Night, I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed City. But again, like, I was just kind of annoyed when I played City last time. Particularly with, like, a couple enemy encounters that just kind of annoyed me. I do want to replay them, though. Which, I don't know when I will, but would be fun.
God damn it!
I wouldn't have voted for Reggie to win BBAU. I just knew it was, like, so obvious that she was going to win. I probably would have voted for... I don't know. It's like, who the fuck cares, really? It's like, who cares about, like, who wins BBAU? Like, to me, it's like, I don't care, really. But, like, I think Johnson played the better, like, social strategy game. But again, like, BBAU isn't really a social strategy game. Like, it is, in terms of, like, navigating your way to the end, but that's not how the game is won. So, like, I would probably vote for, like... I probably find, like, Taras more likable than Johnson, but, like, I respect the, like, game that Johnson played more. But, like, really, it's like, I don't really care that much. Where am I on Amazing Race Australia? Yeah, I mean, that is the thing. So, again, like, I said this at the beginning of the stream, that, like, pretty much all of my last few days when I'm not working have been working on videos. And when working on videos, I watch things in the background. So I've watched a ridiculous amount of Amazing Race Australia. Again, over the course of the last 4 days, 3 of them where I worked, I have watched 21 episodes of Amazing Race Australia, which is just kind of insane to me. So yeah, I did. So I finished season 1, and I watched. So I was 3 episodes in season 1 when I last streamed. I finished season 1, and now I'm done with season 2 as well. I watched all of season 2. And season 1 to me, like, very middling season. Like, just kind of blah. Like, it kind of gives me, like, Amazing Race Canada 3 vibes. To where, like, I just did not care most of the season. And, like, but, like, it's not, like, an outright terrible season either. But, yeah, like, it's not, like, a super interesting season. But... Season 2, I will say, like, I've heard a lot about Season 2, that Season 2 of AU is, like, one of the best seasons of all time. And like I was like coming into it like with high expectations, but like I always was thinking like there's no way it can be that good. Yeah, it's really fucking good. Like it is like I think it is probably like I would probably say it's like for sure top 5 Amazing Race season that I've ever watched. Probably top 3, I think. Like it is really, really strong. Like really, really great cast. I will say that I do think the like back third-ish, maybe even back 4. Like I feel like the last couple episodes before the finale kind of meander around a bit. Like I just didn't find them the most interesting in the world. Though I went too far. I guess like Joseph and Grace went out in an interesting way, but like I don't know. I feel like they were kind of just but yeah, like the it's a really, really strong season. Like the first like 9 episodes or so, I thought were like really, really great, especially for Amazing Race standards. And again, incredible villain in Paul. You have Grace is like an all-time great character to me as well. Yeah, season 2 is really great. Where I rank Tyler and Nathan as winners, I mean, like they're pretty high, but like they're so boring. But like realistically, as a team, like I mean, they kind of remind me of Tyler and James, but just a better version of Tyler and James. But like they're still a team like prone to making mistakes, but they're like a mostly like consistent team. I'm trying to remember their record. Like they got like a middling leg 1, right? And then after that, were like second or first place for like most of the race. Then there was like one leg where they were second to last, I believe.
Some kind of power room.
So yeah, I mean like, like they're good, but oh, is this the end? Oh shit, I thought I had more. Like they're good, but they're not like all-time great to me. Like they're not like with the Megan and Shanes and Dave and Rachel's and that sort of thing, but they're definitely like solid. I don't think 24 is a bad cast. I mean, I think it's too early to say like entirely, but like it's definitely like not piquing my interest.
Perfect.
Will I make a cast speculation for 46 if it's All-Stars? Yes. I mean that's pretty much like for any All-Star season. Like any season that has like at least half returnees for any of the major shows I cover, I will be doing a cast speculation video for. Now if it's like 4 captains, like I don't know if I need like if BB25 like we find out okay 4 captains for BB25, it's like I don't know if I need to make a speculation video about 4 returnees. But again, like half and half, I feel like that's at the point where I'll be willing to do it. Shane and Andrew are not as great of winners. I would say I'm kind of disappointed that they won. I do feel like out of that final 3, really out of the final like, who was 5th place? I guess 5 too. Again, if fucking what was their name? Lucy and Amelia, that was their name, right? If they had won, all-time great season. What a fucking train wreck of a win that would have been. But it would have been an incredible ending to the season. But yeah, like I feel like Shane and Andrew were like the least interesting outcome to the season for me. As racers, they're like also like not the greatest. They have a really bad record. Like their average leg placement's like 4.09, which I believe is like in comparison to like US winners and everything, I believe it's only above like that bottom tier. Like they're pretty like only above like what Amy and Maya and like Josh and Brent and that sort of like type of teams. So it's like it's a pretty bad record. But like they're pretty like they're kind of just like middle of the road.
Clutching it when I found you
in terms of like overall raceability. I think they get unlucky a lot, but like that kind of became part of their storyline.
Far from where you fell.
How long?
2 days.
Friends suggested 45 and 46 be second chance seasons. Like both of them, that's not going to happen. Yeah, I think 46 is very likely. But they're not going to do 2 back-to-back. Likelihood for Tyson do hat trick on Challenge USA? I think it's pretty likely. Wouldn't be that surprised. Yeah, I've seen some of the drama on Twitter, particularly around, what was it, Tiffany and, what was it, Tiffany and Alyssa, you have Tiffany and, Cachet, or whatever her name is, It's Cache, right? Yeah, Cache. Yeah, I keep on forgetting like if it's Sachet or Cache for some reason. It is Cache. Also weird that we got 2 people on the season that go by Cash, with Cashel and then Cache, but whatever. It's more drama than the fucking main series has given us. I would say again, I'm pretty high on USA right now. I think USA is definitely up there for like probably best challenge season in a while at this point. Obviously, it could go completely downhill, but I'm very high on the season so far. How would I feel about half-half BB season? I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I don't know if they're ready yet. Like, I don't know if they would want to do it, but I wouldn't be opposed to it if they did. How see the Premier's tribe breaking down? I don't know. That's the biggest thing. Like, I see Dino being in a very, very good position. Like, it seems like most people on the tribe want to work with Dino right away. I think, if I were to guess, I would say Tanya's probably the first boot. Like, she just seems like the easy first boot. Again, also on a tribe that's, like, physically weaker than the other one. I think they would want to take out the physical weakness of the tribe. Also, the person that's, like, it doesn't really seem to fit in. Like, I think she's probably first out. Outside that, it really could go anywhere. Like, not a lot of these people have, like, that much connective tissue to each other. And yeah, like, I don't think there's, like, as solid of, like, okay, this person's aligned with this person. It'll be interesting. Because, like, you have some major wild cards there. You have, like, Pinty, you have Killarney, you have Philip. Yeah, there's a lot of people there that I don't really know where they're going. How likely is Jen Johnson to return? Pretty low at this point. I think if she were likely, we would have heard about her being in the running for 22, which I don't believe she was. So
what I'm about to do might look bad.
Yeah, probably not happening.
But it will
yeah, I did see the Cache giving Kylan a lap dance, and didn't Tiffany unfollow Kylan? I think I saw that too. That's something. Hope we get some solid gameplay so I don't have to call Mark the best Survivor player of the year. I guess we'll see. I mean, is Mark? Yeah, I mean, I guess he is, isn't he? I guess he would be the best player so far this year. From Survivor, at least.
Of course.
So that's something.
But this way.
Most likely, one night returnees or night one evictee to return. Probably. It probably still was Jody, but like I think none of them are coming back at this point. Like, I think Glenn's the least likely.
The mountains. West.
But yeah, I think probably Jody.
Trouble out there.
Then it's Jody, Cameron, Glenn, right? Because like David obviously already came back, and I think realistically David's probably the one that is number one. For some reason. What if IOs weren't on Survivor? I have that listed on my list of video ideas. The problem with that is that it's like there's a lot. Like, that changes so much that it's like so much speculation and everything that
It's never happened before.
Wouldn't be your first sacred cave.
Yeah, first half of Shane and Andrew's run, it's like they're like what, like 6th, 7th, 8th, like consistently. And then towards the end they start to get like a whole bunch of second places. They only win one leg, right, before the finale.
You said the tribe has trouble.
But yeah, it's a middling race. And very like meh beginning, and then even the back half, like where they're getting like second place and stuff, they're not even racing like that well. It's just that like everyone else is like crumbling around them. Because like, even they're still getting like lost and getting bad taxi drivers, like all this stuff still. But it's just like everyone else is doing worse. I do also love, like, how the fuck did Grace and Joseph get in a fucking taxi that got them to fucking Mongolia? Like, how did that happen? It's like, how do you literally get into a taxi and then it takes you to another country? Like, I do find that kind of hilarious.
Ray and other machines.
And also to the point where fucking Grant had to go find, go find them. That's funny too.
seeding and harvesting the fields of
I think Monty's doing not
Food for
great
all.
right now.
a
Disappoint.
miracle of
Like
endless bounty.
I went all in on Monty in the stock watch. In retrospect, I should have gone under Michael.
Providing sustenance for the people.
But I thought Monty had the chance of going up. I think Monty's not doing great right now. Monty's on the probably like he's not really on his way out, but like he's definitely nearing that. Where Monty's in a position right now where he still has that
Before the derangement,
what are they calling them now? Paloma's posse.
left the fields in need of
Whatever. But like he still has that alliance.
first,
But that alliance is kind of crumbling, and now with this like new alliance that's like coming together, where it's like a lot of the women plus Michael and Daniel, I believe it is.
2 days later.
If that actually becomes more solid, and like if people start to want to keep around Taylor, which we see some people want to do, it's like I feel like Monty is like very, very likely to be booted in the next few
800
rounds.
festivals of our calendar.
But the derangement changed the cycle.
Yes.
I think Grant Bowler's a fucking terrible host. He's so fucking boring. I think he's like one of the most boring hosts. I mean, like he's up there, like obviously, like Survivor AU 2002, with like the Survivor UK hosts. Like they're so fucking boring, and that's the same thing. with Grant.
Praying that the cycle had.
How many are we at BB today? I don't know. I think I'm like a little bit more positive right now, in the sense that like Pooch is probably going home.
Are machines being made inside?
I mean, like I haven't followed feeds or anything from today. I haven't watched the latest episode either, but based on like my knowledge of like everything up until yesterday,
It's not like anything I've seen before.
yeah, I'm not that upset with how it's going. Still don't love that like something that is still very icky is that they are blaming Taylor for like the Paloma quit, which I don't like. That's still like kind of fucked up, but
Once they were peaceful.
yeah, I mean outside
Now
that.
they turn on us when we approach, even attack us. They'd always enrich.
Your stopwatch noob, you put some on Kyle, Joseph, Michael, and one into Terrence.
The field
Let's see. So again, Michael I think is going to be the best buy. Kyle is going to be fine. I think he's probably going to stay at a 6. He might drop actually. There's a chance he drops, but he should be fine on Kyle. Joseph will probably stay the same, if not maybe drop.
barely have enough to feed our children.
And then Terrence might go up, but maybe not enough. Again, the weird thing about the stopwatch is the stopwatch is the game where like you have to predict who's going to do
Not even the end.
well next week.
Each land god
Like you can't just pick someone that is like going to go from a 3 to a 4, because if you do that, you're still going to lose money. So you need to like pick someone who's consistently going to get a 6 or above, essentially, with the hopes of you picking someone that like at a 6 and they go up to like a 7 or 8. That'll be the ideal scenario.
You called yourself a
But if you have someone at like a 7 and they stay a 7, that's still also really good. So again, that's why I think Michael's for sure the best buy this week. Because like I don't think anyone else. I mean, I guess we can look up the stock watch.
Bring comfort.
But I'm assuming that Michael's the only person that's going to make a lot of money.
But I'm
So I have 33 shares of Monty stock.
sing for one of our
That didn't go well. I think he Helson Brown. Yeah, stream again very casually here. Again, don't have anything really set up. I'm still just streaming from a PS5, but again, we just talk about random stuff. So yeah, we got Alyssa might go up. I think Alyssa could go up to a 6, so that'll be 20%. Amira will probably stay. Amira could go up. Amira goes up, actually, that's a pretty good spot. But she'll go from a 6 to a 7. That's 33%. I think that could happen. Brittany's probably not making any money. Daniel's probably not making any money. Actually, Brittany might make 11%. Indy, maybe. I think Jasmine. Will Jasmine go up? I don't even know. I think Joseph could go down. I think Kyle, if he stays the same, you're fine. But again, he could go down also a spot. I think Michael's probably going to stay a 7 at least. Like maybe even an 8. Which would be really big money there. Monty, I'm assuming, is going to go down to probably like a 4 or 5. So I'm going to lose a lot of money there. Nicole's probably going to go up to 6, I would think. Paloma's gone. Pooch is going to go to a 1. Taylor, She got a 5 last time. It's like, I don't know how she holds that. Terrence is at a 3. I mean, you could actually make a little bit of money on Terrence. Again, if he goes up to a 4, I guess you make 11%. So that's something. Turner's probably going to drop, I think. So, yeah. Well, I don't even know why I've even bothered with any of these conversations.
No one does that.
Yeah, I'll be like, again, I haven't watched tonight's episode. I do work mostly on Sunday, so I missed the episode, and I'm waiting for Paramount Plus to post it to actually get around to watching it for Sunday nights. So yeah, haven't watched the episode itself, but again, obviously caught up on most of the feeds. Total drama.
A spirit?
Redonkulous? Is that how you? Oh, whatever. Race is the best season. Yeah, I hear good things about it. Don't know when I'll ever get around to watching it, but I hear good things. Will I like to see return for All-Star season? Well, I mean, realistically, I don't think there ever will be, but I mean, like Paul and Steve. Yeah, Paul and Steve. Yeah, for sure. I like Paul, one of the greatest villains in the Amazing Race history. Joseph and Grace, again, mostly for Grace, I think would be fun. I really like Michelle and Joe too. They'd be fun returnees. Like Lucy and Amelia, I really liked, but like they're never gonna do well, so it's probably not worth it. Yeah, Taylor got a 5 because Amon gave her a 10, which is fucking dumb. But again, it is what it is. It's funny too because like he gave her a 10 under the assumption she was going home, so that like it really wouldn't matter. But like now it actually matters. But whatever. I think Amira's doing really well. Again, my one minor critique is the fact that she is being targeted by certain guys. Minding Pooch is going home, who's one of those. But like Turner and Joseph were talking about wanting to target her. Now, I don't think their plan was to target her right away, but they do look at her as like a big threat.
That I don't want to go with you. It's just
Sarah Renee, it's kind of whatever. Like they're like pretty generic, like attractive, like female team that does well. Like I felt like Michelle and Joe were a much more interesting version of that archetype.
Is that what you were trying to say?
Like Sam and Renee are just kind of fine.
yes.
Stockwatch is done by RHAP. So RHAP has Stockwatch podcast. So Taryn Armstrong and Melissa Denny are the constants on there. It used to be them and Brent Walgamont.
Yeah.
However, Brent Walgamont got fired from RHAP a few years ago at this point, right?
You're supposed to be
What was his last season? I don't even remember anymore. Was 22 his last season? Either way, somewhere around there, he got fired, and now instead of getting a third person, they have a different guest every week that takes that slot. How Stockwatch work? I mean, that's hard to explain. I mean, really, essentially, is that you buy in, like you're given a fictional $200, and you can buy and sell stocks every week. And based on the scores that they get, those stocks go up or down. Meaning, and every week you get an additional $20, right, to work with. Why Brett get fired? I believe it was the Tyler and Angela thing, right? Is that he spread rumors about Angela having cheated on Tyler? Actually, wasn't that? Yeah, it was during BB22, right? So it was, I think he got fired after BB22. Yeah, like he got in trouble to where like Rob was like, yeah, we can't have this. Like ruining the RJP like brand. So I'm pretty sure that's why he got fired. Okay.
Somehow it's docile. Part of its programming, maybe.
Do I think BB22 is worse than 16? Yes. BB22 I think is like one of the worst seasons of all time. Like I find very little redeemable about BB22 outside of the fact that it's an all-star season.
I can reboot Gaia. And then maybe we can figure out who those
They are good or bad things about Australia versus New Zealand. I feel like I've heard mixed things about it. Like I don't think I've heard like overwhelmingly positive things or negative. Okay, I do have a mouse.
Overwriting it should give me data on the surrounding area.
Maybe I do. There we go. Yeah, I've heard like mixed things where like I feel like I've heard like some people love it, some people hate it. We'll see. I mean, Brent has been very anti Brent